Okay, hello. This is Fundamentals of Case Management Practice, Skills for Human Services with Nancy Summers. It's actually my second time going through this. The first time I kind of screwed up, but anyway. Chapter 5, Attitudes and Boundaries. Attitudes. Attitudes we hold about other people are bound to be communicated to them one way or the other. Positive and supportive attitudes foster rapport. Superior or disdainful attitudes are bound to be communicated one way or another, no matter how hard we try and hide them. Forgiving yourself. If you forgive yourself for your mistakes and troubles and see them as part of growing, it is easier to understand and support others through their own mistakes and struggles. Good attitudes begin with being tolerant of yourself. If you see yourself as basically okay, you will see others in that light as well. Basic helping attitudes. There are 3 basic helping attitudes. Warmth. In your presence, clients feel valued, worthy of being understood. Genuineness. You are open, truthful, and authentic person. Empathy. You are able to put yourself in another's shoes. You can accurately communicate to clients an understanding of their underlying emotions. Empathy. Empathy practiced well makes it safe for others to talk about their deepest concerns and problems. Many see empathy as related to compassion. One gains empathy for another through compassion for what the other is facing and experiencing. Carl Rogers raised concerns that the extent to which a person feels empathy and is engaged with another, the boundary between the helper and the client can become blurred. Carl Rogers cautions against losing the as-if quality of the relationship. The helper is fully attuned to the feelings and perspectives of the other as if these were his or her own. On being judgmental. Because you are the worker and the clients are clients does not make you a better person than they are. Judging people by your own standards is not helpful. Comparing your life to theirs, your choices to their choices, clouds your objectivity. Being wary and distrustful of clients implies that clients are sneaky, untrustworthy, or devious. When you sit in judgment of another person, you erect a barrier to real understanding, rapport, and the opportunity to be of real assistance. Reality check. All of our clients will not be cooperative and grateful. It is unrealistic to expect that clients will be. We are trained to deal with people who are dissatisfied, confused, overwhelmed, have difficulty expressing themselves, or are unduly sensitive. Just because clients present difficulties is not an excuse to provide poor service. How clients are discouraged. Case managers can do things that discourage clients from moving forward confidently, asking people to compete, shaming, forcing, or pushing a person toward a goal, focusing on mistakes the client has made, demanding unrealistic outcomes or perfection, giving only negative feedback, failing to note strengths or give positive feedback. These are all ways to discourage clients. Understanding boundaries. There are boundaries between clients and workers that prevent ethical violations and facilitate the helping relationship. It is the worker who is responsible for maintaining boundaries. Ways we cross boundaries. The client reminds us of ourselves. The client is dealing with a problem we once had. We're using our work with clients to resolve our own issues. We want the client to use solutions we use to solve a similar problem in our own lives. We want the client to use a specific solution so that we appear more effective and competent as workers. Erecting detrimental boundaries. Expecting that people who look like me will act and think like me, I do. Expecting that people who do not look like me will not be like me at all, but will be very different. Points about these boundaries. A person of another race or culture may have similar values and circumstances to your own. A person from your own race or culture may hold very different views and very different circumstances. Our beliefs about other people stem from our stereotypes, even when we are not entirely aware of it. Transference. Transference is a collective of feelings and attitudes the client holds about you. Accept transference when it exists. Transference is neither a good thing or a bad thing. Sometimes we remind clients of someone that they knew in the past. Clients may only be dimly aware of it, They just know that you remind them of someone. Transference occurs when you remind the client of someone the person liked or did not like. Positive transference occurs when the client likes you because you remind him or her of someone they liked. Negative transference occurs when the client dislikes you because you remind him or her of someone they disliked. When clients act in unexpected and somewhat inappropriate ways, do not take it personally. Reflective listening creates a safe environment. Countertransference. Countertransference occurs when the worker projects onto the client emotions and attitudes. It occurs because the client reminds us of someone in the past or because the client's issues remind us of our own. Countertransference can be negative or positive. We may give good service to someone who reminds us of a dear aunt, while giving poor service to someone who reminds us of a bully. It is important to be self-aware of our feelings about another. It is not acceptable to allow them to interfere with our service to others. Countertransference feelings may signal we have old issues that need to be resolved. So that's it. Thank you for listening.